music there.
Yeah, well, we're in a lounge kind of mood right now.
We are in a lounge kind of mood.
I had to make up something that sounded good real quick there.
What is this called? I feel like
well,
this is not a great question for the air,
no.
and I could have asked you any time in the last, I don't know, few hours.
Well, we've done this, but yeah, how long? We've been here since 12.
Yep.
We've been together 7 hours now.
And it never occurred to me to ask you, not for 1 second, what this even was.
Well, I'm partially at fault, too, because I didn't think of it either. So, no, that's not true. I thought of it, and I've come up with a name that you'll not like. It's okay. So on YouTube, I named our show Two Millennials Talk About what Laramie Tunsil and Weed or something like that, and AliExpress. And I think that's a fun name. Two Millennials Talk. Yeah.
Actually, I think I do like it.
You do like it?
I do.
Okay, we'll call it Two Millennials then. Should it be Two Millennials Talk, like a sit down, like The View, or just Two Millennials?
We can work on that part.
TMT kind of works, though.
It does.
See?
Okay.
You're listening to TMT here on Hot 1240, Hot News Talk Radio. I finally got that down.
Yeah, I know. I pretty much never said that the entirety of Clutch. So we're just going to have to. It's going to take practice. Is what it is.
Yeah, we should explain what we're doing, because people tune in. They go, "What are these two idiots? I wanted Free Talk Live." Well, hey, they'll be on next hour. Don't worry.
Yeah, they're not gone yet.
No,
but
bunch of cool guys, by the way. Big fans. I'm a big fan.
I am a big fan also. I listen to them after my show pretty much every day on the way home. But I like the premise of our show, which is to find things that are a little out there, counter to what is being talked about by the mainstream media.
We're teaching you real history here, kids.
Exactly. Not unlike Tila Tequila, who you thought she was gone. You thought she was gone. She's not gone. And apparently she has lost her mind.
Well, can I just say the last time I heard about Tila Tequila was in about 2013, when one of the articles was cited. The articles I read was cited. Was 2013, and I was like, man, Tila Tequila, I forgot about her since 2008, because I remember she was on Facebook. She used to do streams on Ustream a lot, which dates her a little bit.
Yeah.
Ustream. We actually were on Ustream way before you came along. We were on Ustream like 4 years ago.
Those videos still exist out there.
Do they actually?
Yes, they do.
Oh, that's scary.
back in the Copperhead days.
You can watch 16-year-old me fumbling through a show.
That is... I don't know. For me, I would have removed those things from the internet.
I can't do that. I don't own the account.
Oh no,
I would, but I can't. No, this is for the grandkids, I guess.
I suppose. But man, Tila Tequila is people have called it a meltdown. It doesn't look like a meltdown.
I don't think she's lost her mind. I think she's very lucid. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, and that's kind of the problem. But
it is kind of the problem when you take the side of the Nazis. And I don't mean that in a way that is figurative, where somebody says, oh, yeah, no, that person is like Hitler. No, I mean, literally, she has taken the side of the Nazis.
Like you might say, well, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, he's a socialist, just like Hitler was a national socialist. That's not really a comparison. But Tila Tequila, she straight up says she likes Hitler. And she's not joking, I don't think. If she's joking, it's the best joke of all time.
I know. But we're still waiting for that punchline if she is joking, because she needs one soon.
Like Norm Macdonald is one of my favorite comedians of all time, and he always makes Hitler jokes. Like he acts sort of oblivious to the fact that Hitler was a real thing. And he got, like the more I read about this Hitler guy, the more I don't like him. Stuff like that. If Tila Tequila came out, she said, wait a minute, maybe Hitler wasn't such a good guy. She did that. That would be funny. That's like a 5-year-old punchline.
It is, but I will take that over Tila Tequila pontificating about whether or not she should fire up the ovens.
Right.
For the Jews.
There's no good way to put that.
No, there is not.
There's no good way to talk about that, is what I mean. There's no good way to talk about that. Like, no.
Like, I almost don't even want to quote her, because I don't want those words to have ever exited my face.
Like, I'll edit them into one long video, like Keon Rose exposed Nazi.
I know, boy.
Someone please do that.
So apparently I've been exposed as a Nazi today, and I have died.
Sorry. If you go on the Hot News Talk Radio Twitter account, you will see Keon Rose died on the air talking about death.
I'm so mad at Confederate Mike for that.
I think it's funny.
that the in memoriam face that he chose for me was literally...
It's not flattering.
My eyelids are half open. I look kind of dead in the picture. At least I died happy.
Hold on, this is you. There we go. That's the face you watch us on YouTube. By the way, go to YouTube and search for Hot News Talk Radio. You'll see the title that I wrote up, which was Hillary's Sick Burn and Tila Tequila, and we've sort of got the order of that switched around, but that's all right.
Which we will get to the sick burn in a little bit.
Oh, the sick burn and the sick counter burn that came after that. I've actually got a little article pulled up on my phone about Tila Tequila that I'll talk about for half a second. If you're watching on YouTube, you've noticed that I'm wearing some headgear, a little bit of headgear.
You know, I'm a big fan of it.
Got a bit of a hat on. Well, it's a jersey for my favorite sports team called the Make America Great Agains.
Oh, that team.
You may have heard of them.
Yeah, those are my rivals.
The Make America Great Agains?
Yes.
They're pretty good. No, I bought this hat for about $7 shipped from China on AliExpress. And mainly because I didn't own a hat that fit me. They were all really small caps that I got at like zoos and things when I was a young child. I'm a big child now. And so I was like, I need a hat because Riverbend's coming up. So I was like, it'd be really funny if I got a Make America Great Again hat. But then I saw what was happening on the news to all the people who were wearing Make America Great Again hats. And I sort of rethought that whole whole strategy there.
Now you've ordered another hat.
I don't want to have not even figurative egg on my face when I go out to Riverbend wearing a Make America Great Again hat.
Right. Especially being in Chattanooga, where we have, at least for a city in the South, a fair amount of anti-Republicans.
Yeah, those darn fascists. Those dang commies.
Those people out there.
Those commies.
They don't like the idea of making America great again. I don't know why fashion. Not. I think it's not that they don't have a problem. They have a problem with making America great again. I think that they think that the concept there from the man saying it is a lie.
I don't get the problem with it, honestly. I think that it's a very reasonable statement. I mean, make America. How can you argue with that? If Hillary said it, they'd be all over. If Bernie said we're going to make America, they'd be all over that.
That's the wonderful thing about political slogans. They are all framed in reference to the person that you like.
Well, see, it's a genius marketing move, though, and we can all agree on that because what's Hillary's slogan?
I don't remember.
What's Bernie's slogan?
Something about moving America.
Yeah, it's like move America forward, make it so #1 or something like that.
Something like that, which is a similar concept, quite frankly.
What's Donald Trump's slogan?
Make America great again.
See? It's a good slogan.
It's a good slogan. The same thing with Obama and the change, and people got mad, like, what's he going to change it into? But it doesn't matter because you remembered it.
Yeah.
that's it.
Change you can believe in. I remember that, and I was a little boy when the election was going on.
Right. It's the thing with political slogans is if you don't remember them, they didn't work. And I can't tell you what Hillary's is, and I saw Hillary's today. Like I looked at one of her signs today, and I just it fell out of my head.
I can see her logo though, the H with the arrow going through it. So she's got that going for her.
Yeah,
she's got it. I don't know what Trump's logo is. I think it's him, actually.
Yeah, I think he's the logo.
I think I'm wearing his logo.
You're wearing his well? Are you wearing his hair?
No, fortunately.
Okay, then I think the logo there is he's still got that one.
So the Daily News Entertainment, New York Daily News comes out with pretty good headlines. We're not affiliated with them in any way, I don't think. But I can never keep track, dude. I write so many contracts. I love this headline though. Tila Tequila wears Nazi uniform, praises Hitler in shocking rant.
Oh man.
But get this, it gets better. The shocking rant thing, they've used that phrase before. Tila Tequila wishes Hitler happy birthday in shocking rant. That's also from the New York Daily News. And then the mirror.co.uk, the British newspapers, tabloids always have the best, like the best headlines.
Go for it.
Tila Tequila's Nazi comments revealed. The reason celebrity Big Brother kicked her off.
Okay.
Like, I'm just picturing like Tila Tequila. And for the record, I would so love to meet Tila Tequila, like, because I feel like if anyone other than her did what she did, I'd be really angry. But for some reason, when she does it, I don't get angry. I'm just like, oh, huh.
Yeah, it pretty much just gives you pause for a number of reasons. One, Tila Tequila is Asian.
She's a C-list celebrity, you might say. You know, she was on MTV. She's been on the Howard Stern show a few times.
She had a run there.
Yeah, I mean, people know her name. Not in Sunny Daisy, but people know her name.
People know her name. Another thing that is, I guess, mildly interesting about all of this is that she vanished after she had her little run. Like, there was no news about Tila Tequila, and nobody cared. Like, nobody missed her while she was gone.
I forgot.
And now she's back, and it's when people come back into the news stream, it's never about anything good, but it's usually, drunk driving, or
transsexual.
Yeah, where we're at here is she's praising Hitler and the Nazis, and this isn't something that happened like once and is over with. 7 minutes ago was the last tweet that she posted about this.
You might think this is like, it's a month old. No, 7 minutes ago she was still at it, praising Hitler. And what was it she was saying? Like, something about like the ropes and like, what was it she was saying? Like, she can't wait for the war.
Yes. Well, I foolishly walked away from my phone. No, I did not. I have it right here.
I don't want to bring up the Twitter app because I'm afraid it'll crash my phone. Is the thing. We're poor. We have bad phones. So my phone reminds me every single day that it's aging, and not aging particularly well. Honestly, mine's not that old. I've got the last generation Moto G, and I'm going to buy the new one like tomorrow when it comes out. So I'm not that poor. But Tila Tequila wears Nazi uniform, praises Hitler in shocking rant. Tila Tequila wishes Hitler a happy birthday in, you guessed it, shocking rant. And that was on the New York Daily News. 420, by the way, April 20th.
Interesting.
Is Hitler's birthday.
I actually did know that.
Yeah, 420 actually is Hitler's birthday. So all you stoners out there, you think you're having a bit of fun, smoking a bit of that herb. You're actually celebrating Hitler's birthday when you're doing that. That weed smoke is going down to hell, and Hitler's smelling that, and he's happy.
You know what?
He's happy you're smoking that weed because you're crashing America right now.
Just ruining marijuana for people.
I hope so.
I didn't know that was
a bunch of stoner losers. You're a bunch of commies. You probably voted for Bernie too.
I mean, you have to. Like, you are morally obligated to vote for Bernie.
Like, as soon as the bong gets in your hands, like, vote for Bernie now.
Yep, there you go.
I guess I'm with her now.
Like, I'm actually shocked that Bernie Sanders did not win 100% of Colorado.
He was, actually, one of his platforms people don't really know about was legalizing marijuana, and I'm fine with that, to be quite honest. On a state level, that's a whole other argument, but on a federal level, it's not the Fed's business. Like most things, I don't want to get too political, but Tila Tequila posted, "Happy birthday to my past life historical figure, most epic legend of all time, Mein Führer Adolf Hitler." She misspelled Hitler.
She misspelled Hitler.
The Most High. She kicked off, and someone's high. She kicked off her disturbing stream of tweets. The 34-year-old, she looks good for 34. The 34-year-old supporter of Donald Trump also shared a Photoshop photo of herself as Hitler.
Good.
Weirdly noting the second coming of Christ in the end times prophecy has been fulfilled. So does she think that she is both the Messiah and Hitler at the same time?
I think she does, because she does mention somewhere in this entire thing that she is the reincarnation of Hitler.
Here's another quote. "He was a good guy. He tried to save his people, but the reptilians won." What? "And ruined his legacy and made him bad," she responded to one user.
She says that she is the reincarnation of Hitler, and I cannot imagine for all the world that while Hitler was alive, he ever imagined coming back as a 34-year-old Asian woman who was also a reality TV star.
Who believed in reptilians, which is out there even for Hitler.
I'm going through this stream to try and find one of her things that's both shocking and plausible to read on the air.
Yeah, seriously.
I can't, there's not a whole lot of overlap there, as you can imagine.
There is racial slur-laden thing. Not really racial slur, just like racially provocative. Right? Like, if I felt like I would feel uncomfortable reading some of the stuff that she said on the air, just because I would feel like, that's not really something I should say in my position. He said while wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat backwards.
Right.
You can't see it on the camera, by the way. But should we talk about Hitler a little bit, or Hillary a little bit? Well, that was
some people might argue that that's one of the same thing, but
I would not even go that far.
She would be the figurative Hitler we were talking about earlier, right, and not literally
the actual Hitler.
Which, this is the only one I can really read on the air, which is that some person tweeted at Tila Tequila, "The purge will be glorious."
Ooh.
And Tila Tequila tweeted back, "It will be. I am preparing the ovens now, so it will be nice and hot come November."
Ooh.
Tweeted 26 minutes ago.
Oh.
That wasn't...
Wait, how long did you have to scroll to get to that?
Actually, that's the first one.
I
think I just passed it.
Oh, okay. So the New York Times, which I'm not a ginormous fan of, but the New York Times is talking about Hillary Clinton's sweet burn, her epic burn.
Oh, yeah.
Against our buddy Donald Trump. That's a pregnant pause there. Saying, look, we don't want to write about every presidential campaign tweet that cheaters on the brink of absurd, like a funhouse mirror revealing the political. Okay, you're a writer. We get it. Hillary Clinton says, delete your account. No.
Somebody tweeted at her about Obama and how they didn't want 4 more years of Obama,
right? Yeah,
et cetera, and she just tweeted back, "Delete your account."
That's a sick burn there. Like even if you're a Clinton supporter, which I don't know why you're listening to Hot 1240 if you are.
This is not the radio station for you.
Sorry, I mean we're cool guys. We're pretty understanding, but But
I'm just saying that the content that comes from the station must be just offending you constantly. That's
some people are into that though.
I suppose. And hey, if you listen to my show, I'm never going to be mad at you. I just talk about sports mostly.
Honestly, yeah. But I'm trying to find Trump's. Here we go. Trump's response, here we go. How long did it take your staff of 823 people to think that up? And where are your 33,000 emails which you deleted?
Oh,
that's an actual burn.
That is an actual burn. I laughed very hard.
You did.
When I read that. I just didn't expect it to be that clever. I have no idea why not. Should be used to it by now.
I mean, Trump's pretty clever. You got to admit, he's going to make America great again through tweets.
If that's how he's going to do it, you can't argue at least, because there are some people who run for president and they are just so out of touch with the world and technology that I'm like, I don't want you near a computer.
Yeah.
That has anything to do with America.
What you
at least say about Donald Trump is that he knows how technology and social media and all of these things work.
Yeah.
And he's very good about using it.
Well, remember John McCain back in 2008 when he was running? He said he wasn't computer literate.
Yeah, then you aren't qualified to be president.
You really are not.
You cannot be president of the country and not be computer literate. We do everything on computers now.
If you remember, Janet Napolitano was warning that cybersecurity was one of the biggest priorities.
Right.
And then you have a president who could have been the president during that era saying that, well, I'm not computer literate.
I would not have admitted that publicly
because that's really a bad idea.
It's one of those things that, because it wasn't the 90s. It wasn't like we didn't know what a computer was.
This was 2008. 2008, it's like, man, I wish I could swim. Come on.
No, that's a basic skill. Like learning how to use a computer, how to type, how browsers work, basic computer terminology.
At least have a secretary do it for you.
Please. And maybe a young one that's computer literate.
Yeah, dude, I would work for him. I don't like him, but I'd work for him. He'd probably pay me a lot.
I would imagine so. I'd be John
McCain's secretary for a little bit of money.
But the idea that somehow you don't know how any of this stuff works, but at least you can't say about Donald Trump that he doesn't know that. He's got,
I think,
his social media game together.
And I don't want to sound like I'm praising him too much because I'm being a little bit ironic. Obviously, I'm a John McAfee supporter, but
not ironically, by the way.
Not ironically. I mean, if he actually was on the ballot, which unfortunately he's not, I actually unironically would vote for John McAfee, but he's not been nominated for the Libertarian Party. Gary Johnson has, and I'm not a big Johnson. I think he's a good guy, but I'm not a big fan.
Right.
Put it that way. Like I think that it would be okay to hang out with Obama, right? Like I would have a beer with Obama, but I don't like any of his politics. You know what I mean? Like you get what I'm saying there?
Yeah, there's some presidents, I think, not even presidents, just some people where it's just like, I don't have to agree with you, but you're just a cool person.
Yeah.
Obama strikes me as one of those people.
I'm not sure if cool person, but interesting, I think would be a better way.
But Hillary sounds like she sounds like I'm hanging around with like my frustratingly angry aunt who's always yelling. I don't want that reality.
There's an alternate reality where Hillary Clinton is your aunt. Your aunt.
Ooh, I don't even know how that would begin to work.
I'm afraid that might exist for me too, actually. Oof. Infinite universes, infinite possibilities.
Oh no.
But one certainty is that we'll be back in just a tad.
Just a tad.
On Hot 1240.
You're listening to Two Millennials Talk.
Yeah, it's our new title. We came up with it.
You're hurting me, baby. I'm blowing everything up. We're starting over. I'm doing a new show. I want guys who push it to the middle of the table and go over the top. Take a risk, fail miserably. I'm right, and I'm not wrong, and I'll never back down. Conflict works. Allow it.
It's The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Right here and everywhere. Noon Eastern.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240. You and I know that real men are prepared for anything. You know what I'm talking about because you're a Take Charge guy. Everyone's talking about Grimm's Tactical, featuring first responder gear, survival gear and equipment, Voodoo Tactical, Leapers. For personal protection, Grimm's Tactical features non-lethal personal protection gear, AR/AK parts, knives, canning and dehydrating equipment. If you hike and camp, Grimm's Tactical has got what you're looking for. Bags and packs. And for your side piece, concealed carry holsters. For men and women. Plus, Grimm's Tactical carries a wide variety of freeze-dried food. Wise Mountain House. Backpacker's Pantry. Grimm's Tactical, where law enforcement shops. Safari Lane. Blackhawk. 511. First responder gear at Grimm's Tactical. Grimm's Tactical, 8115 East Brainerd Road, in the shopping center next to the Walmart Marketplace. Look for the Mighty Mini U-Haul office. Grimm's Tactical is right next door. Grimm's Tactical, 8115 East Brainerd Road. Finding just the right place to live can be a daunting task. Stop your search. In Chattanooga, the place to live is Cross Creek Villas for under $1,000 and available for immediate move-in. You can enjoy this 2-bedroom split layout, over 1,000 square feet, 9-foot ceilings, an extra-large patio or balcony. And don't forget to ask about their preferred employer program. Cross Creek Villas is a gated community, offering a 24-hour fitness facility, a beautiful pool and hot tub, and Cross Creek Villas is pet-friendly. Stroll the pet park with your best friend and enjoy the free use of their business center and clubhouse. Plus, if you mention you heard this on the radio, your application fee is free. Cross Creek Villas, close to downtown off of Highway 58. Go to crosscreekchattanooga.com. That's crosscreekchattanooga.com or call 894-0446. That's 894-0446. Redefine the way you live at Cross Creek Villas. Go to crosscreekchattanooga.com or call 894-0446. Cross Creek Villas.
Expect clear skies to continue through the nighttime. Comfortable again overnight, lows near 60. For Friday, though, lots of sunshine will start to heat us up high, soaring into the lower 90s. And the weekend looking hot, hazy, and humid. Still dry for a while with highs each day into the mid-90s. Check out TGI Fridays. Pick a meal and a drink for just $12. Dine only at Fridays. Offer valid at participating locations for a limited time. Valid while supplies last. And I'm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240. AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio with your Hot News Now update. 2 women in Chattanooga got into a fight and one smashed a bottle across the other's face. She also punched her multiple times, leaving a massive bruise on her face and a knot on her head. 38-year-old Akita Date said they got into a verbal argument. LaWanda Bush smashed a bottle across her face. She was arrested and charged with aggravated assault after police said she hit another woman in the head with a beer bottle last week. 4 people with guns arrested after a car chase. Police got into a car chase with a white Dodge Charger, which careened off the road, losing control, crashing into an embankment. A foot chase then ensued, and 4 men were arrested. Police say they found guns inside of a car and cocaine in possession of one of the men arrested. 2 juveniles were also inside the car. A decision is made after an atheist group has sued the Bradley County Sheriff Eric Watson after religious remarks were made on the Sheriff's Office Facebook page. A judge ruled in Watson's favor on Wednesday, saying that he can continue posting so long as it's on his personal page. It was going on in the Tennessee Valley. It's going on Hot News Talk Radio. Hot News Talk 1240.
This is Two Millennials Talk on Hot 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
Actually, we're going to make that one. I'm out. I'll see you later, Keon.
Oh, boy.
You got nothing to talk about. I'm the one holding all the cash in hand here, buddy. Because we've run out of things to talk about, I think we should talk about our pasts a little bit.
Okay.
You've inspired me with recent comments.
Okay.
We've all done embarrassing things.
We have.
We've all done some pretty embarrassing things. And in the age of the internet, there are a lot of embarrassing things to be had. But I was thinking about that, like how, there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't want you to see. There's probably a lot of stuff you wouldn't want me to see on the internet.
No.
Because, we met in our 20s, and that's different from being 15,
Right.
Plus, we've been on the internet for all of our lives, probably, right?
Basically, since middle school for me.
Oh, okay, so it was before kindergarten for me, but I grew up in a very computerized household. So think about this. If the year is like, old people are always presidents. The year is like 2046. The president's going to be elected, but they found his MySpace account.
Oh boy!
Right, like, ooh.
Which I've told you before, in previous discussions, that I deleted my MySpace account because I don't know how many of you can think back to high school. The one kid that said things and that made you cringe. That was my MySpace profile. I didn't say anything out loud at school. I wasn't the cringy kid at school,
right?
But I had the cringy MySpace account. I deleted everything. I nuked it. Like the moment that I realized that, okay, there's a clear line here and I have crossed it, I deleted everything.
At least you didn't talk about like any people you knew, right?
No.
Like you didn't write about like, I know this guy, or, oh, I know a girl and I like her a lot.
No, it was never anything like that.
Okay. See, you've got it better than I did. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
But no, listen, I had a MySpace account and I can't find it anymore. I even had a blog ages and ages ago, like a blogspot or blogger.com, whatever blog ages ago.
Mercy.
I can't find it. I'm fortunate that I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure my username was something like Kingdom Hearts related or something really cringy like that. I never actually played Kingdom Hearts. I just watched it on YouTube and thought it was the coolest thing ever.
It does look pretty cool. And like everybody listened to that one song from it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Backwards too.
Is the epitome of a 2000s pop song.
Yeah, like you listen to it backwards too, because people are like, oh, you can hear names backwards. Play it backwards.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Maybe I don't. My memory's going now that I'm getting old.
I finally forgot about it. Maybe when I'm old like you, I'll forget too.
One hopes so, right? But like I just forgot that I made a blogspot thing, and I hope that that's just gone. Like the internet just did me a favor, and just eradicated that because I don't know what I did with it. And there's more embarrassing things on there. Like I was and am still very much into poetry,
right?
But the things that I wrote about poetically then are obviously the musings of a high school student who probably a little too emotional and way too much anime in my life. Like far, far too much.
Ooh, Goku stole my heart, and I'm gonna get it back.
We don't have to go. We don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
We don't have to talk about it.
Fine.
I'm just saying the embarrassing stuff is definitely there.
Well, I fancy myself.
Please don't look for it.
I fancy myself to be a bit of a Let's Player back in the day.
Oh, man.
And I've deleted all of them, but I uploaded.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah. I still use the same YouTube account that I used like 10 years ago too. But I had a bunch of videos of me playing. I didn't know what a Let's Play was, I don't think, because I would play like the first level and just be like, well, that was it.
Oh, that seems pretty fun.
But I would play the first level of Out of This World, also known as Another World in Europe. Great game. I would play like a minute of it and be like, well, thanks for watching. I didn't even like quip about it. I just like didn't say anything. I just sort of had the mic on and played the game. I don't know what I was thinking, actually.
I don't know, but also in fairness to you, to younger you, the concept of a let's play kind of exploded more recently.
That's true, because I'm talking like 2007.
Yeah.
Like like Something Awful forums, like really old Let's Plays.
People did that, and I remember watching a few, and there wasn't a whole lot of talking for those either. Like you were legitimately watching to watch the person play and beat the game. And
plus, most of them were on Google Video. Remember Google Video?
Oh, man.
That and VO. Like you had to download the VO player to watch VO videos.
Oh my gosh.
And Real Player.
I had a VO account.
I did too. They were like full movie. See, we're talking about, for you youngsters out there, we're talking about the old school internet. Back when there were like full episodes of anime on YouTube. You could watch a whole movie. I remember I watched Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, like, you know, nudie bits and all. I watched that on YouTube when I was like 11. That was the coolest thing ever.
They didn't censor any of that stuff.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have been 11. When I was like 14, and that was the coolest thing ever.
I remember one of my favorite anime when I was in high school was Case Closed, because I just like mystery stories.
Okay.
And the thing is, that story is still going on, by the way. Like the creator of that never ended.
So the case is not closed.
The case is in fact not closed. It is the opposite of closed. It is indefinite.
Well, they changed the name.
I have no idea.
Case open.
In fairness, he closes multiple cases.
Oh.
Just not the case that causes this story to still be a story.
He's a real Columbo, that guy.
Oh yeah. But there was like 400 episodes of it.
Oh no.
They were all on VO. Every single one. And you could watch it, and there were no ads.
No.
There was nothing. The internet used to be a really different place.
Like, yeah, like this is, now I'm thinking of this video as like a time capsule. Like people are like, we talk about the election. We talk about Tila Tequila. We're talking about internet from the mid 2000s.
Right.
This is a time capsule video now, movie or radio show.
I wonder how much it's going to change going from here. And I know it's almost impossible to really say, but there is a ton of stuff that when you think about things that you used to do on the internet, like LimeWire.
Oh man, LimeWire. See, you got me going. Like LimeWire.
Yeah.
Like I downloaded Half-Life 2 on LimeWire.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. And that was on like a DSL connection too. My parents hated me.
Well, I'm sure.
I mean, I still do, but I downloaded Half-Life 2, and I didn't have Steam, and I didn't know how it worked, and like I was a little kid, and I think I got a virus that way. But
I gave our family computer a virus using LimeWire.
Did you ever get the My Fellow Americans like MP3 of Bill Clinton?
I don't know if I did.
Oh, can I explain that real quick?
Please do.
Okay, so My Fellow Americans was this MP3 you get. Like LimeWire was a downloading service, kind of like BitTorrent is now, or like iTunes is now, except it was all free. It was kind of like the successor to Napster in a way, if you remember all that nonsense. We were kind of too young for Napster, I guess.
We were just after Napster, basically.
Yeah, we were the generation that came just after Napster. That's how things are now. Like there are generations, like internet generations,
right,
that are separated by like a year. Like, oh, you were born in 95, you're not going to remember this. Like, oh, you were born in 96, you're not going to remember what I remember from 95.
That whole world evolved so quickly,
so fast,
that you were just a year off. You missed an entire movement.
Like we were around at the transition point for MySpace and Facebook. That's really when I came around. Like when I was around 13, Facebook became the thing. Anyway, the My Fellow Americans thing, you would download an MP3 of what you thought was like In the End by Linkin Park. And this would, again, we're talking about that era. So you could put that on an AMV of Dragon Ball Z. You could put that music video over Gohan going Super Saiyan 2.
Correct. And AMVs, I made a few. They're
did you really?
Somewhere.
I tried and couldn't figure it out.
Windows Media Player, man.
See, I was too young at the time. Like I didn't have the skill set back then.
It was frustrating. They didn't make it easy on you, but like if you just had a ton of perseverance, which apparently I just had in spades, and like nothing to do because I wasn't doing my homework apparently.
Oh yeah, I didn't do any schoolwork and I was homeschooled, so I had infinite time.
Then you could make an AMV. They weren't any good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like they were good, but like you just sit back and go, yeah, I'm proud of that.
Just made a video of a guy from Fist of the North Star punching someone else.
Exactly. You know, and
they still make those, by the way. Like if you search for any song ever and AMV after it, you're gonna get some kid who did a song by like Guided by Voices to like anime, like My Bloody Valentine to anime.
Which to me, that seems you have to have some kind of beat. My Bloody Valentine, which is a band that I enjoy, by the way, little too hazy for an AMV.
I mean, there is a beat. You just gotta really listen to find it.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't have to try that hard.
Nah.
Because I've seen, shoegaze set to like Bleach, which to me makes no sense as it is an action anime.
I thought you got me for a second there. I was like, Bleach.
Like, the anime. It's unfortunately named. It doesn't translate.
Is that really the name in Japanese, Bleach?
Yes, but it's pronounced in Japan Burichi.
Oh,
that's
like a style of fighting, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
And also a reference to the main character whose name is Ichigo.
Oh,
so it kind of it works better in Japanese, and they were just like, yeah, let's just call it Bleach and ship it out to the West.
Are they nuts? Like Clorox,
which is.
We're going to call it Gugon.
And then, ironically, all of the characters in there wear black. So then now you just have a...
Yeah, it's a little bit odd.
It's very odd.
But my fellow Americans.
Yes. We digress.
Well, you digress. But
if I digress any further, it might be 2 feet tall.
I'm just kidding. So the My Fellow Americans thing, you download this MP3, and you would get a guy doing a really bad impression of Bill Clinton. And he would go, my fellow Americans, you've downloaded this MP3, but if you go to I can't remember what the website was, like mp3sforfree.com, you can get all the free MP3s you want. And like people, like this is the best marketing campaign of all time, but it got to be a prank because it would be the right length and it'd be the right size to be the song you want. Right. So you think you're getting your Linkin Park, you think you're getting your Smash Mouth? No. My Fellow Americans, this stupid Bill Clinton pops up. I'll show you after the show. It's horrible. It's awful. I'll link it on our Facebook page.
You sound like you have some pretty terrible memories.
Oh, I do.
Of that.
Go to Facebook, search for Hot News Talk Radio AM 1240. I will post the My Fellow Americans video on there because it really is that bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So check us out, Hot News Talk Radio on Facebook and Twitter too. By the way, we can see the sad news that Keon, the man sitting next to me, is dead.
But apparently, I have died. I died on the air.
I'm sorry.
Talking about death.
Sorry for our loss.
Apparently, I don't know what my mom's gonna say.
Can I also espouse on something you were talking about on Clutch a little bit, the funeral thing?
Sure.
I would be angry if I went to my own funeral and they got a detail wrong. Think about that for a minute.
Just show up to the funeral like, no.
But see, what if you're like in a situation where like you're a ghost? You know, like if you go to your own funeral, people are gonna be like, oh, he's alive. You have to not be visible. You know what I mean? Like no one can know you're there, obviously, if you're going to your own funeral. So you go to your own funeral and they'll say, Russell was a okay guy. His favorite movie was Back to the Future. And I'll be like, no, guys, it was Blade Runner. My favorite movie was Blade Runner. His favorite band was The Ecstasy of St. Teresa. No, it was Guided by Voices. You idiots. And I'll just be like so angry. Oh, man. Anyway, I would shoot somebody if that happened. I would corporeally shoot somebody.
I mean, I suppose you have the added advantage of hunting them for the rest of their lives as you continue to yet live. That would be the advantage there, is now you know who to go after.
That's true.
And just leave them hints of just...
My pastor's going to get it.
They open their drawer and there's just a note that says Guided by Voices in it.
Yeah, like Blade Runner etched in blood on their wall.
There's something about the blood there that just makes that horrific. They're never going to want to watch Blade Runner again.
Well, the question is, where the blood come from? Like, I see that in like creepypasta, scary stories. I can't say creepypastas on the air. People don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Scary stories on the internet.
It's another one of those generational things, I think, too.
I guess so. Like, if we've talked to anyone our age, they know what we're talking about. Not really. Like, they say, like, oh, in blood on the wall was written, and they never talk about where the blood came from.
Like, who put all of the effort into...
Was it the guy? Like, is your dog around? Check. Like,
right.
Do a quick check. Like, Ozzy, you here? No, I guess it was the dog.
Guess it was the dog, and now we have a physical suspect for this.
Right, like now there's evidence. Like, get some DNA, dude.
Honestly, just laziness at that point.
So we were talking earlier about how delusional certain people are when backing certain candidates, and it goes on both sides. But we were sort of talking
Bernie Sanders, Pete.
Right,
Sanders.
And Cruz as well. But like we were talking, and I don't want to take over the show too much, but tell us some of your findings about some Bernie Sanders supporters on Reddit especially.
Reddit especially because Bernie Sanders for President, the subreddit that contains this internet affliction, they are leaking. They're leaking people from that particular subreddit, and there are people in that subreddit. And when I say there are people, I mean like it sounds like 99% of them.
It's like 3 with a bunch of sock puppet accounts though.
They're just certain that Bernie Sanders is
typing
still
with their toes.
Correct.
You can still make it, guys. Donate more money.
You just got to keep donating.
$20 for Bernie. Match me.
I feel the burn. So they're under the belief that Bernie Sanders could still become president somehow.
Like Clinton's the nominee, guys, and they know this too.
And so I think you just ought to let it go. I mean, like mathematically, you cannot win this election now, and mathematically, and you've got people sitting online going, well, actually, all of the votes haven't been counted from California yet. And if you allow for the mail-in ballots to come in, maybe Bernie's got a chance. The media shouldn't jump to conclusions. The media is not jumping to conclusions. They're sampling.
They're using tried and true numbers, math.
They're not wrong.
Math is not wrong.
And so the mail-in ballots are going to represent what the larger view of California is, which is that Bernie didn't win.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the problem. And we were talking about this too. This is the problem when millennials who are not the 2 millennials present get into politics, because they, like I was saying, they sleep through civics class and then they sort of wake up and they're like, oh, Sanders for president. Like, they don't get politics. They especially don't get how dirty politics are. Like they'll just out of principle give it to Bernie. He's not going to make it, guys. Like, I'm sorry for them because they really did believe in the guy, but he's not going to make it.
And the lack of understanding comes from the fact that we have not lived in a country where getting the politics wrong is going to ruin us.
Right.
Like they said that about Obama, we're still here. Said that about Bush, we're still here. They said that about Clinton, we're still here.
Reagan, for heaven's sake.
People said that about Reagan. He's too old. He's going to be senile and just forget things and just push the button.
People thought FDR was going to drop dead on the nomination stage.
But somehow we're still here. We just, in our country, getting the politics wrong doesn't ruin us.
No.
So we don't have to really pay attention. And because we're Americans and we like to take the shortcut, we don't.
Like, the funny thing is, too, like, we see the violence at some of the rallies, and I've said that could happen in California. I don't think the violence that we're seeing there could happen here. Because Southerners on both sides of the aisle are pretty chill, right? Like, if you said to me, like, well, I'm a socialist, Russell, I'd be like, huh, okay.
I mean, that's weird, but...
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't be, like, angry. I'd just be like, oh, that's odd. But I wouldn't be angry. And if, like, anyone else, like, if you ran up to some dude on the street, you'd be like, Bernie Sanders for president, or, like, Donald Trump for president. They're not going to punch you.
Right.
It's not in our character. We're just like, leave me alone.
The Sanders for president signs are still out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no one's defaced them.
Right. I've not seen one story around here about a burned up sign or somebody trampled on my sign. It hasn't happened.
Take life a little bit slower here. We don't have to fight everybody.
Yeah.
Is our thing.
Actually, I should say that's not true. There was a story of 3 teenagers who took somebody's Trump sign. I just remembered.
Well, I mean, three teenagers.
3 teenagers.
Though.
I mean, yeah.
There are 3 teenagers everywhere are doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Just as if you're a parent, you already knew this, but like for the rest of us, there's somewhere out there, there's 3 teenagers ruining stuff for everybody. But overall, I don't think that we are as violent in reacting to our opinions, because like there's just an idea that your opinions are your opinions, and as long as you don't resort to, you know, low blows and cheap shots, at least around here, people are pretty cool with you. They'll disagree with you. They'll let you hear it. It's not going to be a silent thing either, but no one's going to take a swing at you if Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump is your guy.
Yeah. No.
You know, and what I don't understand is how we wind up this horribly misinformed about how it is that our entire government works. And I understand it's a little complicated, but we are completely uninformed. It's not like a sort of, oh, I missed this detail here. It's people are still backing Bernie Sanders levels of uninformed. Like at least at least Ted Cruz was like, okay, Trump beat me. He backed out. And I know why Bernie's here. You talked about it a little bit earlier, that this is Bernie's last chance, really, to do anything because of his age. So he's just got to go for it.
I mean, I figure, let the guy have his run. The dude's old. I don't think he's going to be around. It's going to sound disrespectful, but I don't really think he's going to be up to running in 8 years. I'll put it that way. Probably because he'll be, 6 feet under, but he won't be up at all. But I mean, he probably knows at this point. I don't think he's that delusional. He probably knows he's not going to make it. So just let him have his thing. Let dumb people throw money at him. People throw money at a lot of stupid stuff. So whatever.
You could do worse with it. Definitely. Your burn of Bernie Sanders just now, more or less than Hillary's burn? Better or worse?
Hillary's burn was not a burn.
This is true.
So I'd say much better.
It was
you would more classify it as a burn at least. It's low saying he'll be dead in 8 years. I grant, but probably true.
It was just a command, and not even one that you have to follow. Delete your account, which ranks up there with insults like kill yourself, because
seriously,
it doesn't do anything for either person.
And we're all used to that, online. Someone's probably told you to kill yourself at one point or another.
If you've been on any forum
ever,
and boy, I've been on some where we're talking about sports, which I understand that people take very seriously, but in my mind, sports are games that we all enjoy. And I have been told by mostly Philadelphia Eagles fans, actually, which is not too surprising. Eagles fans have told me, kill yourself. But their team is just so hilarious and easy to make fun of that you just can't really. No, I will not. I will be back here tomorrow annoying you again.
Sorry, dude.
But we're all used to it. But it's just weird because it's a political candidate telling you to delete your account.
That's well, no, see, it wasn't actually, because Hillary Clinton signs her tweets that are actually from her with a -H. So Trump's right in that, a team of hers or one intern of hers wrote this tweet thinking he's really clever, and he's just getting bashed by everyone.
It's not that clever.
I hope the dumb thing is he'll probably come and be like, I wrote that tweet. It'll be some hipster with horn rim glasses and a scarf 24/7 right up on his fix. He's like, actually, I wrote that tweet.
Yeah,
it was me wearing a Joy Division shirt. He's never actually listened to them.
That is upsetting. The image of that person is upsetting. The mental image of that person. I know a few.
Go downtown, dude. You see them all over.
Chattanooga, we do have a hipster problem. We know this, right?
I don't think it's a problem. I love hipsters because they bring in good music. They bring in good beer. They themselves are intolerable, but they bring in good stuff.
Okay, that's true. That is not a problem. And I have learned a lot of things from hipsters. And usually when it comes to good movies and music, hipsters know where to look.
I've found out that Edison wax cylinders do have good audio fidelity from a hipster. Huh. No, they don't really. I made that up.
Oh, well, I just believe the fake fact on the air. You've been listening to two millennials talk.
The best show on the air. That's another fake fact for me.
There you go. I think that's a real fact after my show. Thank you for joining us on Hot 1240 Hot News Talk Radio, and we'll see you all soon.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
You feel better outside your home or business than in? Indoor air quality is important. Mildew, mold, smoke, water, and rodent damage are prime causes of poor indoor air quality. Ducts, Indoor Air Professionals, better known as Duct Busters, cleans HVAC systems using 127 definable Duct Busters steps. Let Mark Thompson address the indoor air quality at your business to help reduce employee illnesses.